Hey everyone, and welcome to a very special Hmmsim Metro video. Today we are checking out the brand new update for Hmmsim Metro that was done just a couple of days ago. This is the first update for the game since April 5th. So yeah, this is for the Hmmsim Metro game, which you can find over on Steam. It's not available on consoles at the time of recording, but hopefully it will be put on consoles at some point. This update basically makes the game like one of the most high-fidelity train simulators I've ever come across. The realism has gone from decent to absolutely just bonkers, like, why do we need this sort of realism? First up, we've got a train circuit. So basically the entire circuitry logic of the game has been redesigned. We've got some new functions, and there's a circuit monitor now, which I'll show you in a minute, which is actually animated, which is nuts. The train can be started up in cold dark now, which was not a feature before, which is great for something like depot moves. We've also got this TGIS screen for the where you can now click on stuff on the screen, and there's also and the operation modes for like the 1000 series, and there's also been something specifically added for the 1000 series, which I'll show you now. So let's go to timetable mode. Let's do a short local run. Let's do an S service with the 1000 series, so I can show you how all of this works. So everything's loading in nicely. You may notice that things look a bit better than normal, and I will explain that. So yeah, if I do U, let's remove the brakes. Let's get the brakes on notch 1, reverser forward, instrument lights, headlights. We won't go. But what I will do is, so yeah, this screen now, on certain ones, you can click the buttons on the screen, and with the 1000 series, what the specific operation is, you can click these, but yeah, these two, up screens 1 and 2 work properly, and they're properly animated and all that. So for goodness sake. Let's go to the settings, and I can show you. Yeah, so what's my circuit monitor is 7 on my keyboard. So here we go. Here it is. So a gray circuit indicates it's off. A white circuit indicates it's on. So if I remove the brakes, look at that. This whole thing's animated! And then if I give it some welly, notch 4. Look, what other train game simulates the individual circuit? What? Anyway, so yeah, let's head back to the main menu, and I can show you the rest of the stuff. So yeah, we've now got a switchboard behind the driver's seat, which is now fully operational. All the circuit breakers and stuff do work. This feature will mainly be used for handling faults, which will be added in the future. So the developers are actively working on train faults. It's not in yet, but they've just implemented the circuit breaker feature. But yeah. Then we've also got a first-person camera. We can now get up out of the seat and walk around the train. Like, what? We can now walk around in this game. Like, literally, I made a video a couple of days ago, like, why don't you have a walk around? Why don't we have walk around yet? And here we go. We've got it's limited, yes, but it's still a walk around mode. And yeah, we've also had a fully, we've had the outside camera system has been fully reworked. there's also been a function added which allows you to continue playing after completing a scenario without quitting. So you can play services without going back to play multiple services back to back without going back to the main menu, which is pretty cool. And there's also something called an Arduino controller, which I don't really know what that is. So whoever knows what an Arduino is, please let me know down in the comments. That'd be much appreciated. So yeah, let's go and test this out in the game. So, alright, let's quickly set up a shunt maneuver for Guro Depot to Guro. Let's choose one somewhere in the middle of the day. Let's take my favorite train, the 311,000 series first gen in the old livery. Let's leap into that real quick. Okay, so stuff is loading in around us. Yeah. Oh, also, before I forget, one thing, I forgot to show this stuff. Performance improvements. The frame rate has improved by approximately 10 to 20%, and you can tell that. In scenes with many AI trains, the frame rate has improved by more than 50%. Well done, developers. Like, yeah, you could definitely tell that the low frame rate in depots. Yeah, there's also a time speed up feature which I will show, but yeah, that I did forget to show that before. So, let's reverse or forward. Let's get, so yeah, like you've got like different screens that you could now, come on. Come on. Yeah, like different screens. There's also a fault menu that will be added, it seems. There's also a menu. And it's all in English as well. Like, you can have this in Korean as well if you can understand Korean, which I can. So yeah, let's firstly take a look at the switchboard, which is behind here. So all of these are work, and as far as I can tell, I haven't found any that don't work. So emergency operation, trade protection, compressors, air defense lamp. Oh yeah, it's because South Korea is just south of North Korea. So if in case of like air raids, maybe. Service control, buzzer, pantograph. So if I kill the pantograph, does that work? Oh, I don't know. It's yeah. I'm not really sure how all this stuff works, if I'm being honest. So yeah, let's get up out of my seat. There we go. I can fold up my chair, and I'm walking around. Normally, this is the W, A, and S keys. Like, how cool is this? We can walk around. I mean, there's also some doors that can open. There also seems to be a weird issue happening with the textures here. I hadn't noticed that before. Yeah, and now we can walk around inside of the train. Like, we've even got, like, proper route maps for this area. Wow. Like, like, what? This is ridiculously... This is so cool. And if you hold left shift, you can sprint. So this is sprinting, and this is not sprinting. So yeah. Yeah. So also, you will notice that the circuit breakers in these areas work too. And also, these doors work. Like, what? That's so cool. Yeah. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna show off? Oh yeah, the cameras. So if I go back here, put the chair down. I've always wondered why the chair folding feature was implemented, even though we couldn't get out of in and out of the chair. Now we know. So yeah, the cameras have been reworked. The exterior cameras have been reworked. The second camera is pretty similar to usual. The third camera now looks a lot better. It is much more similar to the Hmmsim World exterior camera, which is pretty neat. I believe there's also, yeah, and then we've also got like a drone camera as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, do these guys have like simplified? Oh, AI trains have simplified models. Okay, was that a thing before? I don't remember. Oh, I hear a train. This gives me the perfect opportunity to try time acceleration. Watch this. Meow. Yeah, there's time acceleration now. If you don't want to be stuck behind a red signal for a long time, you've got time acceleration now. So let's accelerate time some more. It looks like it's maybe 5 times speed. Look at those volumetric clouds absolutely go. Oh my goodness. Also, for some reason, the time acceleration feature makes your mouse a lot more sensitive. Meow. Oh, there goes the train out of the depot. That's so cool. So yeah. Also, I do want to point out there's some new stuff in the settings. So you can now change the operation. No, that was here before, the operation mode. Start mode, you can have startup complete or startup complete, initial, or normal. I normally do startup complete. There's also a completion screen switch, which basically, if you turn that off, you can play multiple services back to back. DSD control you should have off if you don't want to hold your spacebar all the time. There's also upscaling, which I think was a feature before, if I remember correctly. So try AMD FSR real quick. Okay, wow, that is... hang on. What happens if I've never tried this before. Oh, I have cranked it. It is cranked. So yeah. Whoa, okay, that looks very cranked. I don't know why I would use that, because my computer runs the game. So this is... yeah, NVIDIA DLSS doesn't work because I don't have an RTX 40 series. So yeah, I normally keep upscaling off. I've actually turned up my graphic settings to high. It also can run in DX12 as well as DX11 if you have a computer that can really run DX12 well. There's also different camera modes, like a free cam, for instance, like the free cam I showed you. There's also cameras as well, the circuit monitor, time acceleration. Anything else? I think that's it. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me just quickly go have a look at the notes. Have I showed off everything? So yeah, time acceleration I've done. AI trains now feature a new model. I don't know how I would be able to show that off. Diesel locomotive and something models have been improved. Haven't showed off Arduino because I don't know what it is. Continue playing. I've already showed outside camera. Yeah, I think I've showed everything. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're as excited for this update as I am, because this game is absolutely heading in the right direction, in my opinion. Like, wow. Like, the developers are absolutely cooking on this game. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.